Welcome to the MRC GTTCC. This week for week 2 we are with the Pro-Am 2 League, cracking this effectively the starting league of the structure for season 13. Before we get underway, we're going to start with a bit of sad news because MRC member Philip Hill unfortunately has had his sister pass away this week. See, very tough times for him and his family, in which everyone here at MRC sends their thoughts and condolences, and that obviously the whole community is there for him during this horrible time at the moment. And you will see some of the cars with the supporting decals for Philip. So wonderful to see. And there's only one way to commemorate, and really, commemorate with Philip Hill in terms of giving him some of the best racing possible from Bathurst Panorama, where the first race of week 2 is held in the Ferrari 458 Italias Group 4 car. Obviously, just a question of who decides to go no stop, who decides to stop, which is going to be the better one to use. In terms of the grid, we have DRC Mung is on pole position, followed by Shell Shock 105, GT Raffo in 3rd, Pilgrim Paddy 4th, Mr. Dre 5th, Jambo is in 6th, Azaroth 7th, Walmid is in 8th, Quinn B is in 9th, MRC Legger 272 in 10th, Wooder 76 in 11th, Hammercat 12th, Rocky Rich 38 starts 13th on the grid. You can see the decal on the back there of his Ferrari. But let's get the race underway then, as the revs rise. Who's going to get the best launch, Mung or Shell Shock? Mung on the outside. We got a jump start in the background. We're underway. It looks like Walmid had the bad start, but it's Mung and Shell Shock side by side up towards Help Corner for the first time. And Shell Shock going to have the inside and is going to get way into the lead as they head down the mountain straight towards Quarry Bend. It looks like we got away cleanly. Side by side action. That is Wooders and Legger down towards Quarry Bend. And Wooders lay on the brakes. He's got into the back of Quinn there. Quinn's gone flying off. Front end damage for Wooders. Where is Quinn? And Quinn's end up 11th after all that. He's got away with the damage side of things. He's got Walmid just behind him. So head into the cutting, and Walmid looking to the inside, trying to claim an 11th place from Quinn. Not quite going to happen, but they're going to go up through Griffin's Mount, Reed Park, side by side. This is not easy stuff to keep it side by side, and Walmid into the wall. And Quinn will get away with keeping 11th place for now. But it is Shell Shock who is leading from Mung, from Pilgrim Paddy, who's managed to get past Raffo. Through the dip race into the wall is Pilgrim Paddy, and Raffo gets back through. A small mistake and a big price to pay, really, from 3rd to 4th for Pilgrim Paddy, but a long way to go in this race. 30-minute race at the GTTCC, so plenty of time to try and strike back. And further down the field we have Azaroth, the Legger, Mr. Dre, Rocky Rich had a phenomenal start from 13th to 8th. Good stuff by him. Jambo 9th, Hammercat currently in 10th as they're going down the corner straight. He's got Quinn behind him with Walmid. Random dust getting kicked up. So they head into the chase for the first time. Oh, and it looks like Hammercat with a slightly late on the brace. He's going to be slow through the chase, and he's gone off. And I think he's retired from this race, unfortunately, so we now get put back to Shell Shock. The Halfords Ferrari of Raffo has Pilgrim Paddy not too far behind as they head down towards Quarry Bend for the second time. There's Azeroth, the Legger. Just going through, seeing if there's any side-by-side action. Quinn is into 9th at the moment. Jambo 11th. Warmid separates the 2 and 10th. So they head into Quarry Bend. 12th is Wooders, 76 at the moment. He comes into Quarry Bend himself. Meanwhile, this is probably the closest battle on circuit right now. We have GT Raffo and Pilgrim Paddy going through Solomon Park and towards McPhillamy Park. Bit too much curb for Raffo. He's going to be slow through McPhillamy. He's got to be careful of that outside curb. Take too much, or spin to the inside, and you get a lot of damage for it. Through the S's, into the Dipper. He's got it wrong, a bit like Pilgrim Paddy, but Pilgrim Paddy is unable to make advantage of that. He stays behind Raffo to go into the Forest Elbow. Back down the Conrod Straight. The longest straight to a visit. Apart from Fuji is on the calendar. So a little bit longer than the Conrod Straights, but we're going to head down towards the chase, and Pilgrim Paddy with the run via the slipstream. Goes to the inside of the right-hander. Clips a bit of curb. Into the chase they go. They're going to be staying side by side, Pilgrim Paddy. Keeping it to the inside for the right-hand section. They're still side by side. Good respectful racing between the two. Down towards Murray's Corner. Pilgrim Paddy's got to be late on the brakes here. If he stands a chance, he isn't late on the brakes. Or at least not late enough. And GT Raffo will just about keep that place on the podium for now. The Pilgrim Paddy immediately looking at Hell Corner wasn't quite a viable option when he got there. Down the mountain straight they go for the 3rd time. Pilgrim Paddy on super soft tyres. Super softs for GT Raffo as they go into Quarry Bend. Pilgrim Paddy just unable at the moment to get that run down that straight. Maybe he's going to have to wait to the chase and try and provoke a mistake. Azeroth currently in 5th with a Legger 6th. Mr. Dre in 7th. Walmid is up into 8th place with Rocky Rich behind, side by side between Rocky Rich and Jambo. And Jambo goes round the outside of the cutting. Fantastic work from him. Clips the wall on the exit, which means he's not going to be as fast, but he's going to get away with it, I think, as they go through Griffin's Mount and Reed Park. And back down the mountain he goes. Through Solomon Park, down towards McPhillamy. He's managed to build a little bit of a gap as well to Rocky Ridge after that fantastic start from Rocky. He's not been able to keep, although a bit of a mistake from Jammer, not a big one, just a little one. Some of the bit of locking up or something, the car is sliding a little bit going through the Dipper. Meanwhile, Raffo has managed to pull away from Pilgrim Paddy just, well, by a good couple of seconds at least there. So he's looking to now solidify for at least this first stint that 3rd place. Gets Murray's Corner a little bit wrong, clips the grass, gets away with it as he heads up towards Hell Corner. Azeroth, Legger. There's Walmid, so Jambo still in 9th. There's Quinn. After that early incident, he's currently in 10th. The Samsung driver. You can count there, white and blue. Maybe silver. It looks a bit metallic-y in the night sky. Jambo is catching Walmid, yeah. And he's going quicker actually. Quickest first sector of the race for Jambo. coming up towards the cutting. Now he managed to pass for Rocky here. Can do the same for Walmid. Quinn obviously ahead of Rocky in 10th place. Don't know who is in 12th. Let's have a look. It is still Woodard. But back to Jambo, and he is all over the back of Walmid, through Solomon Park, into McPhillamy. And towards Skyline, up over the crest. Oh, not a great line from Walmid. He's got away with hitting the wall, but he's very slow on the exit down to the Forest Elbow. And meanwhile, this is happening. We've got a bit of a battle up front between Shell Shock and DRC Mung. Let's have a quick look. So it's into the Forest Elbow. Oh, Mung's actually overtaken him. So what's he done? He's actually done down the mountain straight. We didn't spot that earlier. So this is the overtake for the lead. DRC Mung into Quarry Bend round the outside. This is going to be a fantastic move from DRC Mung. He's managed to keep it all the way to the Forest Elbow. So we've joined back live effectively. Shell Shock gets a good exit from the Forest Elbow. Gets a bit of slipstream as well. Side by side. Into the chase they go. Gonna flick it right up to the long chicane. And Shell Shock is through, back into the lead. So Shell Shock returns to that leading spot, but he's got DRC Mung all over him for the lead of this race. Now it's interesting that Shell Shock's gone for soft fronts, super soft rears. And Mung is super softs all around, and I tell you what, those super softs are not really wearing much quicker than the soft tyre. But that could indicate that Shell Shock is looking for a no-stop race with the racing soft compound on the front of the car. Quarry Bend, Shell Shock just about keeping a decent distance, but they're going to have to be careful because Raffo, who I believe now has the fastest lap of the race with a 2 minute 12.6, is catching. Keep an eye on the top. There's Pilgrim Paddy currently in 4th, Azeroth in 5th, Legger at 6th, Mr. Dre 7th, there's Walmid, who's still got Jambo behind. Michelin driver doing very well there. Rocky Rich is up into 10th, Quinn is in 11th, Wooders currently in 12th place, but back at the front because Mung is still on the back, and he's going to be within slipstream range coming onto the Conrod Straight. 10 minutes. Don't know how it's gone, so we're already a third of the way through this race. We're looking at about 14 laps, maybe 15 at a push. Up to the chase, and once again, Mung is unable to close in on Shell Shock. Of Murray's Corner down the main straight to 2:12.8 for Mung. It's the fastest lap though from Shell Shock at 2:12.3. Starting to stretch the legs then of the Monster Energy Ferrari. So we head down on lap 6 towards Quarry Bend. When will the super softs give way in terms of grip levels, in terms of wear? Raffo kind of in no man's land, as is Pilgrim Paddy right now. Azeroth also in a bit of no man's land, as is Legger and Mr. Dre. Jambo, Rocky Rich side by side between him and Quinn going into Hell Corner. Quinn got the inside. Quinn, can he just get... Yes, he can cover off Rocky Rich. But they got Walmid. What happened to Walmid? Did he come with... Was he in the pits? Trying to see where Walmid is, huh? Ah, Walmid did come in the pits. There we go. So he came out, so Quinn had to kind of move across Rocky Rich there to make sure he didn't make contact with Walmid, who is now on a new set of super softs. Quite an early stop, about 12 minutes into the race, but it could pay out because the undercut round here would be quite powerful. Though when you go wide into Quarry Bend, that doesn't help your case. As there goes Rocky Rich past, and Walmid down to 11th place. And it's got even worse there for Walmid as he loses the rear end through the cutting. Into the wall he goes. Skyline for Walmid. In the front, DRC Mung is unable to close in here on Shell Shock. Across the line, 2:13.2. Are those super softs starting to wear and impact how fast Mung can go? Up into Quarry Bend. There's Raffo. Raffo's not too far behind, but again, just not really closing in. Azeroth still in no man's land, as is Legger, as is Mr. Dre. Jambo in a world of his own right now. There's Quinn, Walmid into 10th now, so he's past Rocky Rich, who's got Wooders right behind him as well, the quick fit driver, who started this race in 13th, got up to 8th, down to 11th at the moment. Didn't quite get the best line through Hell Corner, back end kicking out a little bit as they head down the mountain straight for the 7th time, coming up to the halfway point of this race. 20 seconds and then we're there, 15 minutes. Head through Quarry Bend. Lead pretty stationary right now. See, there's a line of cars in the midfield right now. Oh, Quinn hard into the wall there. He hasn't picked up any damage, luckily. Rocky Rich is probably the closest battle we've got on circuit right now between Rocky Rich and Wooders. Down over the crest of Skyline. Little brush at the wall for Rocky Rich. Wooders all over the back of him, coming down towards the forest elbow. Wooders is unable to get the right run out of forest elbow to really make Rocky Rich's mistakes pay down the Comrade straight. And crest down to the chase. Wooders still in the slipstream. Go left, go right. Can Wooders find the gap? He looks to the inside of Murray's corner, thinks better of it. And in fact, that little look has probably just cost him a touch of time. Across the line, 2:18.0 for Rocky Rich, his best lap time so far of the race. GT Rafa getting the lead still, just a little bit spread out, although Pilgrim Paddy has made a pit stop compared to those behind, so that's why he's dropped back, although he does have a 1.8 second penalty, possibly for the pit entry, because the pit entry is nasty round Bathurst. Through McPhillamy Park, down to Skyline, or I should say up to Skyline really, and then down the S's into the Dipper. And towards Forest Elbow. There is Legger. He is, again, not really close to Azaroth at the moment. Probably running around, 2:17.7 last time around, 2:17.0 for Azaroth. They're running around a similar sort of pace, so it's looking quite hard right now for anyone in that little mid-pack to really catch up without making a mistake. So they're all pretty consistent right now. And further at the back, that is someone off, that is Rocky Rich. Into the Forest Elbow from 11th, he's just turned in, gone wide, clipped the wall, and the car's just spun left, and it looks like Quinn has also had issues at that corner. And watch Quinn as he comes into the Forest Elbow, gets a little bit twitchy on entry, just can't stop the car. Oh, and he's clipped the wall in a really bad angle there, virtually stopping the car before we can exit the corner. Munn still in second, still trying to get after Shell Shock. Azaroth is in the pits, as is Mr. Dre, so a couple of people now looking to make an undercut work, or even using an undercut to defend. Man, 18.5 minutes they've gone on that initial set of super soft tyres. Munn going through McPhillamy Park over Skyline into the S's for the 9th time. About 11 minutes remaining in the race as they head towards the Forest Elbow and to the Conrod Straight. Once again though, he's not really close enough to make an impact or even make Shell Shock think about defending right now. He's just always there or thereabouts. Into the chase. A mistake can be made in the chase quite easily if you just get the braking wrong. But no such thing for our leaders as they continue to complete the 9th lap, still in 1st and 2nd respectively. The question is, will Raffo make a pit stop in this race? Obviously Pilgrim Paddy has made a pit stop. Can Pilgrim Paddy even close that gap? 2:13.8 for Raffo. So 2:12.1 for Pilgrim Paddy, but that was with a penalty on top, I think. Or that was possibly when he came in or out for his pit stop. So 2:15.5 for Raffo last time around. Pilgrim Paddy still also has that slowdown to get rid of. Crosses the line is a 2:17.4, so he's also made a mistake that lap. not using the fresh rubber to the best of his ability. Azeroth is currently in 7th, but I believe he will be closing in on the likes of Lego and Jambo. That fresher rubber, fresh super soft tyres should give him the world of grip and confidence in that car to push on. Walmid in 9th, Wooders in the pits from 11th. Quinn should get past him in that round of pit stops. Or will he? No, Wooders will stay in 11th place then. So good stuff from Wooders. He managed to get himself up that place in front of Quinn. Obviously those two were involved in that lap 1 incident. Back at the front, and Shell Shock still running in the lead. 2:14.0 last time around as he goes into the chase. 2:13.8 though for DRC Monk. It looks like neither of them are going to stop. Probably because Raffo at the moment behind. Raffo's probably within that pit stop window that if they come in they're going to have to get past him, and right now neither driver probably wants that. They'll probably happily take a one first and second as they are, rather than taking a pit stop, taking that risk that Raffo is actually going to pit, finding out Raffo doesn't pit and ending up spending most of the race behind him. There is Pilgrim Paddy. What is his lap time this time? Hopefully he's had a clean one, which has enabled the time to have a bit of a clearer vision. No, he's had a big slide through turn 1. Conor McRae's though, 2:17.7. He's not quite on it, is he? Pilgrim Paddy right now just can't quite make those new tyres work. And he's got to be careful because Jambo isn't too far behind him. So if he can't make those tyres work, he's going to have Jambo on him for that 4th place. Azeroth has managed to get himself up into 6th place, ahead of Lega, who I think might have actually... has he pitted? I don't know if Lega pitted a bit earlier. He hasn't got much tyre wear as Lega, unless he's just really kind on his tyres. He's in 7th at the moment. A bit of a quiet race for him so far. At the night time of Bathurst, we've got just 6 minutes to run, so he's putting about 3 more laps for the leaders, give or take. And now he's running out the back. Could end up being only 2 laps because of the way GT Sport runs its timing clock system. There's Mr. Dre, he's down in 9th place behind Walmid. So Walmid came in for that earlier pit stop, so he's used the undercut to get ahead of Mr. Dre. Wooders is now in 10th place ahead of Rocky Rich. He's made that move with the fresher rubber. Rocky Rich again, one of those earlier pitters who could be feeling the strain of the tyres. Raffo finally pits, and I think he's done enough to stay ahead of Pilgrim Paddy, because Pilgrim Paddy has not been on it. Yeah, Raffo out with absolute ease over Pilgrim Paddy. What was Pilgrim Paddy? 2:16.1 and 2:15.4. So Jambo still catching, so these two could still meet for a last gasp battle for the 4th place. Azeroth in 6th still. Actually, a bit of a lonely race for him. I'll go 7th. Walmid not too far behind actually, Walmid. If he can keep catching Lega here, he might have a shot at 7th place before this race is out. I say this, but the lead has dramatically reduced between Shellshock and Mung. None of these guys are going to pit unless the other one does so. Just 3.5 minutes remaining, no need to pit. If you've made it this far, I mean obviously Rafa just thought probably he's not going to catch the guys in front. He's not going to get overtaken by Pilgrim Paddy. He might as well pit for some new boots, just have an easy run to the end. But down to Murray's corner, and with just 3 minutes 15 seconds remaining, Shellshock still leads this race. They're going to have 2 more laps round the mountain to decide who wins this first race of week number 2 at the MRC GTTCC. Through Quarry Bend. Mung's done a very good job with super softs all around compared to Shellshock, who's got softs on the front, super softs on the rear. See though, the wear is virtually the same. There's Rafa looking to go quick on his new boots. Pilgrim Paddy in 4th, Jambo in 5th. Paddy's finally managed to get those tyres to work now at 2:14.1. A little bit better compared to Jambo, so he's now got those tyres working. It's taken him a while to get them sorted and almost like up to temperature to a degree. So he heads through the cutting. As Azeroth, Walmid has got past Lega. Let's see how he managed that one. While ago, so he's got through the chase down towards Murray's corner. He's gone to the outside. He's not going to go around the outside, looking for effectively a switchback. He's got it absolutely nailed as Walmid through there. Nailed the switchback into Hell corner. Takes the line. Thank you very much. Walmid into 7th place now. The back end a little bit spread, although Rocky Rich still has Quinn B behind him. Quinn looking to get out of that wooden spoon place. Go over the crest into Quarry Bend. Faints a little look to the inside. Actually, he's not fainting, he's looking up the inside now. Decides better of it. Rocky Rich looking to defend that place. 28 minutes 50 gone. The leaders will definitely get round for another lap. Into the cutting. Quinn still can't quite get past that quick fit mobile. Over the crest. Through Solomon Park into McPhillamy Park. This the battle for 11th. It looks like Rafa is going to get through for another lap. Pilgrim Paddy, on the other hand, he probably will as well, and he's not going to have a choice because Jambo has really caught up to him. Pilgrim Paddy's not had a great lap number 13. I don't know if he was trying to make it so that the timer ran out when he got there, but unfortunately he's got his teammate behind, which means he's not able to try and meet that demand with about 10 seconds to go. He's crossed the line, so it'll be this man MRC, oh, what's happened to Azeroth? Azeroth really has fallen down. Ah, that's what's happened to Azeroth. So he's come through Solomon Park into McPhillamy, and like I was saying about Mung earlier, he's gone through McPhillamy Park, just run a little bit wide into the grass and gravel, just sent him round. Oh, and he's gone round at the chase as well for good measure. So it's going to be Lega who's going to be the first to finish this race in 6th place. The time across is 30 minutes. 6th for Lega, 7th for Walmid. It's going to be Mr. Dre in 8th place. So he crosses the line. Azeroth will be in 9th. Wooders will be 10th. 11th is going to go the way of Rocky Ritchie, just about fends off Quinn for the penultimate place, and the wooden spoon goes to Quinn at B2505 in 12th place. Meanwhile, at the front, it's Shellshock who's still leading the way. Pilgrim Paddy has managed to build himself a little bit of a gap to Jambo. But at the front, it is the Monster Energy Ferrari leading the way as they enter the chase for the final time. The 14th and final time. They go left, go right. And Mung is right on the tail. Is he going to look for a last gasp move into Murray's corner? I don't think he's close enough. He's going to have to hope for an absolute mega exit. And it doesn't come. It's going to be Shellshock 105 who wins here at Bathurst, followed by DRC Mung. GT Raffo just coming through the chase, obviously making that late pit stop because why not? He wasn't going to catch the front. He wasn't going to get caught from behind, so he may as well strap on a set of new boots, have a comfortable car for the remainder of the race. He's going to come home for a well-deserved 3rd place in the Halfords machine. And it's side by side between teammates. Jambo down the inside of Pilgrim Paddy. He's managed to get the move sorted in through the chase, but he's gone a bit wide. Clipped the grass, and Pilgrim Paddy straight back round the outside, heading down towards Murray's corner. Side by side, Jambo switches it to the inside. Can he make that move stick? They're going to have a drag race to the line between teammates. It's going to be Pilgrim Paddy who just about pips Jambo. So 4th place.